Hello, beautiful people. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to the Beyond Astro weekly forecast here on the Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. I'm very happy to be here with you all to talk about the weekly astrology forecast for the week of Sunday, July 21st, today until Saturday, July 27th. So thank you so much for joining me. And oh my goodness, what a crazy week. What an absolutely crazy week. And I don't think I've done a Beyond Astro weekly forecast since coming back from our Beyond Mystic summer vacation. So I think this is my first Beyond Astro because last week I did a live with, I think, JC and Janine. There's so many shows, you guys. I'm sorry, I can't remember everything, but I think this is my first Beyond Astro in almost a month. So I'm so happy to be here with all of you. And thank you to everyone that just joined Janine and I for our full moon in Capricorn meditation. Hi, Heather. And hello, Gemini Ascension. Thank you all so much for your positive comments, and happy that you enjoyed our meditation. If any of you want to join in that weren't able to join in live, you can still catch the replay, which is available over at the Beyond Mystic Academy. The link should be in the description box of this video. And, you know, the full moon, of course, is today, Sunday, July 21st. And actually, holy guacamole, I just realized now that I'm filming this Beyond Astro during pretty much almost the exact full moon time. So that is crazy. But the 3 days before and after the full moon, so even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can still listen to the replay of this monthly meditation, or at any time after that, even if you'd like to join in. And it's on a sliding scale donation. So you can go check that out at beyondmystic.academy. And yeah, some of you guys are commenting. Moonbeam Medium says, you called it, Biden gone. JBF Beauty Club. This is why I booked a reading with Meg for September. She is as accurate as a laser. Oh, thank you so much, JBF Beauty Club. And SJ Barrow 2020 says, you were right on the money. Biden gone before the end of the weekend. Yes. So for those of you who may not have heard me say, I feel like I've been repeating it over and over and over the past week, even past year, that coming into this week with the Mars-Uranus algal conjunction in an opposition to Joe Biden's sun, and this last full moon in Capricorn during the Pluto and Capricorn transit, conjunct the Pluto of the USA, I've been predicting that Joe Biden is going to drop out of the presidential race today on Sunday, July 21st, or by the end of the week. So, you know, the astrology doesn't lie, you guys. Astrology is real. And crazy, crazy times. Oh my goodness. So before we get into the astrology, for this week, I want to mention, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, as well as X channels. And if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. The link is in the description box of this video. And I still have some spots available for 2024, starting in the month of October, if you would like to have a personal reading with me this year. So, okay, as we come into this week, of course, full moon in Capricorn, very, very intense full moon in Capricorn, that, as I predicted, Biden is likely to step down, or I said he's either going to physically die or step out of his position of power. So this made me laugh. This news article from The Guardian says, Biden's selfless decision to drop out sets stage for an entirely different election. Right. His selfless decision. Right. You guys, that made me laugh when I saw that. And then in the subtext, it says, the president will be remembered for steering the U.S. to recovery and giving his party a chance to beat Trump again. Like, oh my God, are you guys kidding me over here? Okay, so full moon in Capricorn today, 29 degrees of Capricorn, conjunct Pluto. It cannot get more intense than this. Okay, you guys, this is probably the most intense full moon of the year, in my personal astrological opinion. This is a full moon where I definitely suggest that you look at your personal astrology chart and see where you have Capricorn 29 degrees or where you have the whole sign of Capricorn in your personal astrology chart, because this is an area of life where you can be going through a major cleanse, purge, rebirth. The universe can be illuminating to you some reality checks and major clarity in that area. Okay, so see where you have the sign of Capricorn in your personal astrology chart. Can be very, very intense. But for all of us as a collective, this is bringing up, it's really highlighting the geopolitical landscape. It's bringing major release and changes to governments, political leaders. We've just heard about Joe Biden stepping out. We just had an assassination of President Trump. Crazy, crazy stuff. And it's going to continue, you guys. The rest of this year, astrologically, is a total crazy train. Okay. Because when we get into September, Pluto goes back into Capricorn for the very last time in our lifetime from September 1st to November 18th. That is going to be crazy. Okay. So if you think it's been crazy so far, just wait until Pluto goes back into Capricorn, because that is like the total destruction of the matrix politicians and governments that we've been under the rule of, so far in our lives. So it cannot be understated how big of an energy that's going to be for the whole rest of the year. So we're starting to have these major events come up, and, could be a financial crash as we come into September with Pluto going back into Capricorn. I don't want that to happen, but I'm just saying astrologically, that is something that could happen. With this full moon in Capricorn, it's not just governments, leaders, the structures and systems of life going through a major purge, but, Pluto being conjunct this full moon is also major secrets being revealed in the collective to help bring us into the age of Aquarius, as well as highlighting the financial markets, the stock market, investments. Pluto is in Aquarius, which rules cryptocurrency. This full moon is in a trine to Uranus, which rules cryptocurrency. So let me know in the comments if there's anything that I'm missing in the cryptocurrency realm. But there's likely to be some very big developments and maybe even positive news in that area of life as we come into the next few days and into this week. So right now, as I said, that I've been speaking and we're doing this Beyond Astro, we're under this extremely powerful full moon in Capricorn. Release what no longer serves. Be honest with yourself about the reality checks that are coming up to, with the Mars trine Pluto and Venus sextile Jupiter. Today, at the time of this full moon, if we embrace the letting go of the matrix, there's huge blessings and clarity that can come forward. So wowzers, very, very powerful full moon. And as we get into more tomorrow, Monday, July 22nd, the sun enters Leo. Yay! We are entering Leo season. Happy birthday, solar return to all my Leos out there. Leo suns, wishing you a very happy birthday. This Leo season is going to be, wow, intense with Pluto retrograde at that 0 degrees of Aquarius. And we're starting off this Leo season with, of course, the sun at 0 degrees of Leo in an exact opposition to Pluto. Oh my goodness. So, the sun is at his home sign, in his home sign of Leo, at his strongest position of power in Leo, shining a light on Pluto, on the dark side of life, secrets being revealed. And wherever you have Pluto in your chart right now, wherever you have 0 degrees of Aquarius in your personal astrology chart, is an area coming into this week. This whole week, we're going to have the sun opposite Pluto, but it'll be exact tomorrow. This sun at 0 degrees Leo in an opposition to Pluto is highlighting an area where we maybe need to pay attention to our shadow side. We maybe need to be doing some shadow work. The sun in Leo is shining a light on something that we need to be honest with ourselves, something that we maybe need to let go, an area where we can maybe be experiencing some challenge. So see where you have 0 degrees of Aquarius. But this is City Life Los Angeles says, is this pre-recorded? Nope, I'm doing this live. This is not pre-recorded. Pluto at 0 degrees Aquarius in an opposition to the sun. It's kind of like I'm hearing spirit say, we're at an identity crisis in the collective, where a lot of people that haven't stepped into, their spiritual awakening, for lack of a better term, or snapping out of the matrix, they're in an identity crisis. Joe Biden just stepped down as president. Trump just had an assassination attempt where now he's obviously going to win the election if there is an election. Things are really, really drastically changing, where people that are, normies might be having a big identity crisis. But even those of us that aren't really normies anymore can also be going through an identity crisis in a certain area of life. So see where that is for you. 0 degrees of Aquarius in your chart, the house where you have that, any planets that you have around 0 degrees of Aquarius is an area that you maybe need to be paying attention to, that there could be coming into this week a challenge that needs to be overcome for your soul growth. And as we go further into the week on, I think it's Thursday, July 25th, the planet Mercury enters one of his 2 home signs of Virgo. So that's really nice. We've got Mercury entering a home sign. So that's really good for the Virgos and for the Geminis that are ruled by the planet Mercury. It's always good to have your ruling planet in one of its home signs, but also good for all of us as a collective. That'll help us to see things clearer, to be more analytical, to be more grounded in our judgment and our thinking capacity. So even though Mercury is going to be going retrograde from August 1st to August 24th, you're going to want to mark your calendars. Mercury will be in Virgo, retrograding, going back into Leo, but starting that retrograde in Virgo, which is his home sign. So this retrograde is helping us to really see the details in life wherever we have the sign of Virgo in our charts, really seeing clarity and having good judgment, right? So Dizzy says, wait, Biden stepped down as president? I thought he just dropped out of the election race. Sorry if I misspoke, you guys. I know that he just dropped out of the election race. If I said he stepped down as president, I misspoke there. He's stepping out of the election race. That's what I meant to say. So Thursday, July 25th, Mercury entering Virgo. And then as we get to the end of the week, on Friday, July 26th, the asteroid Chiron is going to be going retrograde once again in Aries. And as we come into August, we're going to be entering something that we call in the astrology community retrograde city, okay, which is a term that we like to use when there's a whole bunch of planets retrograde at the same time. So as we come into August, we've got Pluto retrograde, we've got Saturn retrograde, Neptune's retrograde, Chiron going retrograde on Friday, and then August 1st, Mercury going retrograde. So the whole month of August is very much a time that it's an alignment for us to be reviewing, reflecting, taking a sacred pause, not forcing things in life. And with this Chiron retrograde in particular, Chiron is the asteroid that rules our deepest wounds and pain in this lifetime, that when we work on it and we do the self-healing work, can become a superpower. So in the collective right now, we've got Chiron in Aries, which is, we're dealing with a wound of how our power has been taken away, Aries, and the wound of the divine masculine not really being honored, if you look at the collective, right? And when planets or asteroids go retrograde, we can feel that heavenly body's influence even stronger. So while Chiron is retrograde, we're going to be feeling that influence even stronger of where have we as a collective and in our personal lives given our power away, and how can we heal from that moving forward? So retrograde city as we enter the month of August. So lots going on this week. Very intense week, to be honest with you guys, as we're in this full moon in Capricorn portal for the first part of the week. Sun opposite Pluto, exact on Monday, but we're going to have that Sun opposition to Pluto for the whole week. It's a very big energy. So before I finish up the Beyond Astro weekly forecast for this week, I'm going to pull some cards from us. I haven't pulled from my enchanted Lenormand deck for a while, but let's see what we get from the cards as some divine guidance on how to navigate the astrological transits of this week that are very, very intense, and we can be having some collective and personal shadow work definitely coming up to the forefront. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, oh my God. Wow, I love the Lenormand divination cards because they are so accurate and they are so easy to start using, you guys. So I highly recommend this particular Lenormand deck by Caitlin Matthews if you're interested in them. And how I like to do the Lenormand is I always pick 3. You can do the Lenormand in many different ways, but the way that I like to do it is I pick 3 cards and you kind of make a sentence that is your answer out of the 3 cards. So I asked, how can we navigate the energies of this week with the very intense astrological transits? First card is the coffin. Okay, death. Second card is the ship, travel and movement. Third card is the bouquet. Okay, so how I'm interpreting this, and it's crazy because Sun opposite Pluto, Pluto rules coffins and death. Embrace the death that is occurring in the collective right now. And I think most of you guys that are listening to Beyond Mystic or my Beyond Astro weekly forecast, you're kind of on that vibration already. Embrace the collective death. Okay. And when we do that, when we embrace it rather than resist it, our energy moves forward and we're more open to change. We're more open to expansion and broadening our horizon, and gifts can come through. The bouquet in the Lenormand is like gifts, positive messages, blessings coming forward. So as we embrace, we actually not shy away from, yes, this is an extremely intense week astrologically. Let's embrace that. Okay. For me, right before I went live for this Beyond Astro and the monthly meditation that Janine and I just did, I went for a very long walk and I was trying to cry. I have my moon in Capricorn, so sometimes I have issues with crying, but I could feel like I needed to cry. And I wasn't able to cry for whatever reason, but I was just talking out loud, like, I'm letting go of this. I surrender to this. We're going through this collective death, and I embrace that. I was actually saying those words out loud. So embracing the fact that we are purging so much right now. We are going through this collective death right now. And that is a good thing, right? All the lies, all the secrets, all the deception, all the shadow side has to come up to the surface, and we have to face it, and we have to work with that, come to terms with that before we can move forward and be open to more positive energies. So very clear in the Lenormand cards, we're being blessed when I'm hearing Spirit say, let go and let God. And it was really cool on my walk today. I was just like talking to God, talking to the universe. I was expressing my frustrations out loud on my walk. I was expressing what I'm grateful for. I was expressing my shadow side. I was saying things out loud that I maybe feel like embarrassed to say out loud from my shadow side. And it really helped me to work with the energy of this current astrology. So it's something, maybe if you guys feel like doing that too, you can do that too. And when I've been pulling all the cards lately, the last cards have always been very, very positive, that it's really affirming to us brighter times are ahead. And this is a huge period of purging at the moment. So Elwood C says, that's okay, Meg. I shed some eye water for you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm one of those people that when I do cry, it's like Niagara Falls, and I cry for a really long time, and it's really, really intense. But it's not easy for me to cry with my moon in Capricorn, just like out of nowhere, or unless I'm really, really upset about something. So let me know if any of you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Risings can relate to that. So thank you all so much for your love in the live chat. I love you guys so, so much. And again, if you'd like a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. I do have some limited spaces available still for the rest of 2024, and then I'll start to be booking for the year of 2025. How crazy is that? And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. I love you all so, so much, and I will see you tomorrow for the Daily Astro Show here on Beyond Mystic. Happy full moon, and I'm sending so much cosmic love your way to all of you. Mwah! Bye, everybody.